Hallo und willkommen zu Lone Star. Wir spielen Larry Laffer. Und wir sind bei dem zweiten Abenteuer angekommen. Bei Wet Dreams Dry Twice. Weil das aber zu kompliziert ist, jedes Mal zu sagen, sage ich, glaube ich, einfach immer nur noch Larry.
Finally, the time has come again. He has awakened. Everyone thought he was gone, forgotten. And many said,
El Rey? Who are you talking about?
not that important.
Don't let me disturb you. I'm not even here. Just don't pay any attention to me.
Now you got me all confused.
Ja, es fängt schon an. So, dann soll er doch mal sagen, wer er ist.
Tell them who I am.
Ah, Elari, the prophesied one, before whom the very alpacas themselves bowed, who saved us from the gringos.
I thought you were gonna sing about how good I look and how successful I am with the ladies.
Fine, fine. Before you became Elari, you were Larry Laffer.
Actually, I still am.
The man who back in the wild 80s decided to be a virgin no more.
Best decision I ever made.
The man from whom no woman is safe.
You got that right. Hang on. I don't think you're supposed to say that anymore. But it's true, of course, ladies.
Okay, dann sagen wir mal... Oh, da gibt es hier schon manche Sachen hier zu sagen. Dann fangen wir doch mal einfach damit an. Wo sind wir denn?
Tell them where we are.
This is without a doubt the most beautiful place on earth. Wonderful Cancum. Nowhere is the sun warmer and the bananas more curved. Long did Cancum suffer under the gringos' yoke. But you, Elari, you set us free. You blew up the gringos' villa.
Well, strictly speaking, that was more of an accident.
We are free, and a golden future lies before us.
Ja, dann soll er doch mal erzählen, wie wir hergekommen sind.
Tell them how I got
Das ist
here.
doch mal eine gute
That,
Zusammenfassung.
Elari, is a long story.
Dazu empfehle ich mein erstes Let's Play.
I have time.
Very well. You fell out of time.
That's not very nice.
No one knows how you got from the 1980s to our time.
Oh, that's what you meant.
You woke up in a strange laboratory, and at first didn't know you were in the 21st century. But you quickly learned how this modern world works.
After all, he had the best teacher.
Elefto, you are Larry's anchor to a world long lost.
Would anyone like to try my new recipe for craft beer?
No. At any rate, Elari, you have not only mastered the pitfalls of the 21st century.
Well, mastered would mean that he knew what he was doing, and I don't think it would be fair to say that.
I think he's doing all right.
Silencio. Larry looked for love in all the wrong places. Elari has fallen deeply in love with Faith, the secret boss of the technology company Prune. She told him to get 90 points on the Timber dating app. Only then would she go out with him.
How do you know all that? You weren't even there.
Silencio! As always, that went caca. And then, Larry wanted to hack the Prune server to improve his Timber score.
That was self-defense.
In the process, he disturbed the product presentation, and Prune was brought to the brink of bankruptcy.
Yeah, well, oops.
Faith had to flee with BJ in tow, the man she had installed as CEO of Prune, but who was merely her puppet. Larry snuck onto their ship and secretly sailed with them to their villa here in beautiful Cancum.
Not one word about what happened on that ship.
Oh, I thought it was very romantic.
Nein.
Really? I'll admit, now I'm curious.
Are you nuts, Lefty? Never mind. Forget I asked.
Larry, I was politely going to avoid mentioning
Good thing.
that you cobbled up the most repulsive sex doll of all time and that you...
We can just imagine the rest.
Unfortunately,
Finally, Faith revealed her plan. And that BJ was just a puppet. Then, you blew up the villa, driving off the gringos, and saving Cancum.
It's a pretty crazy story.
Ja, was ist mit Face?
Tell them about the terrible fate Faith suffered.
Faith suffered.
Beautiful Faith. You were blindly in love with her and moved heaven and hell to win her love.
Well, strictly speaking, she was the one who was chasing me.
You followed her here to her villa. Then, you blew up the villa.
Ja, das kann ja mal vorkommen. Ja.
That was only because of the totally messed up user interface.
What did you expect when you press a big red button? Anyway, the moment came where you saved her life and she, for the first time, felt something approaching affection for you. But then, she was hit by a chunk of rubble.
No, by the puck.
What?
That wasn't a piece of rubble from the villa. That was the puck.
What do you mean, puck?
I greased a high strike on the pier and new lost wages with some lube, and put the puck into orbit when I hit it.
And then, all that time later, it fell back to Earth and hit Faith at that exact moment?
Exactly.
Nobody understood that. Okay, let's just forget about that bit. At any rate, the puck knocked her out, she fell in the boat, and the wind swept her away.
And so she disappeared from my life. I'm sure she's dead. Poor Faith. All I have left of her are memories.
Ja, dann soll er mal was über...
Could you maybe sing a song about pie?
If you do that, I'll delete myself.
But I'd like to acknowledge that you were
Pie
always
erzählen?
there for me.
You do realize that's what I was programmed to do, don't you?
Yeah, but we've been through so much together.
We sure have, Larry.
Was war mit den Alpakas?
Do you know a song about alpacas?
Oh, but of course! Oh, alpaca, alpaca. Everyone calls you llama, master of haulage, tasty as sausage. To wrestle you'd kill, you're yummy when grilled.
Why am I all of a sudden hungry?
Ja, so richtig gereimt hat sich das nicht.
Whatever happened to BJ?
He wanted to float lefties on the stock exchange, market it as a franchise, and expand internationally.
Sounds like a plan.
Then Lefty beat him with a paddle and he took off.
Oh. I know what happened. So what now?
Are you sure you know enough to dive into this adventure?
Maybe I could use a little more information after all?
Ja, das sind also alles nur noch Wiederholungen.
Tell them who I am.
Ah, Elari, the prophesied one, before whom the very alpacas themselves bowed, who saved us from the gringos.
I thought you were going to sing about how good I look and how successful I am with the ladies.
Fine, fine. Before you became Elari, you were Larry Laugher.
Actually, I still am.
The man who back in the wild 80s decided to be a virgin no more.
Best decision I ever made.
The man from whom no woman is safe.
You got that right. Hang on. I don't think you're supposed to say that anymore. But it's true, of course, ladies.
Oh, ja. Und wie komme ich hier jetzt wieder raus?
I know what happened. So what now?
Are you sure you know enough to dive into this adventure?
Nein, aber ansonsten kommt das gleiche nochmal.
Yes. Now we can get this show on the road.
Very well, Elari. Yet there is still one last step remaining to fulfill the prophecy heralding a golden age on Cancum. You must marry the daughter of the most important man on the island.
Lefty?
My daughter. I sincerely hope you haven't forgotten, considering we're in the middle of preparations.
Hä? Ja. Sollten wir die vielleicht vorher mal sehen?
Maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea if I could talk to her first. Or at least see her?
No, the prophecy forbids it.
But,
She is also the most beautiful woman on the island.
oh, I see. I don't want to be petty about the whole thing then. Then I'll go get ready for a wedding.
Yes. Go now.
Ja, wer weiß,
Elari.
wie viele Frauen es da
Marry the
gibt
most
und wie
beautiful
schön die
woman on
anderen
the
alle sind.
island.
Das heißt ja vielleicht nicht viel.
My daughter.
Ist auch kein
How
Alpaka.
many women are there on the island anyway?
2. The other one is my mother.
Maybe,
Fulfill the prophecy and your destiny. Let me leave you with this song. Oh, Elari, Elari, they call you. Ay, caramba! My guitar! We have to fix it, Elari. Otherwise, I won't be able to sing any songs at your wedding.
I'll take care of it.
And don't forget that you have to take care of the catering and wear your wedding suit.
Bye.
What can I do for you, Larry?
There must be some kind of app for wedding preparations.
Absolutely. But I'm still busy unzipping that huge file, which means I can't install any new apps right now.
I know what unzipping huge things can be like.
Oh, just zip it, Larry. That file somebody sent us a few weeks ago, remember? I'll have to decrypt it, but it'll take time.
Okay, then let me know when it's done.
Larry, I think you're a little confused.
Isn't that normal when you're about to commit yourself to something forever?
Yes, it is. But let me remind you again.
Hey Larry, if you left click on the screen you can move around. If you left click another character you can talk to that person. Give it a try. Also ist nochmal ein Tutorial eingebaut.
El Rey, the mayor of Cancum and my soon-to-be father-in-law.
Bisschen eigenartige Dekoration haben sie.
Ah, Elari, the best and only son-in-law I ever had.
You should really start getting things ready for the wedding now. Use the middle mouse button or spacebar to view all the objects, characters and exits you can interact with. You should now go up the cliff. To do so, left click on the To the Villa Ruins exit. So. Also wir sollen mal hier klicken, dann sieht man alles, was man machen kann. Hier geht's raus, hier kann man mit denen reden. Aber das kennen wir doch alles
I think
schon.
it's time for you to concentrate on your wedding.
Ja. Bin mir nicht so ganz sicher, wie geschickt es ist, jetzt nochmal mit einem Tutorial anzufangen. Aber vielleicht hätte ich auch das nicht machen sollen. Kann ich das abschalten vielleicht? In Müll werfen, das Tutorial? Wie sieht's denn auf Instacrap aus? Nix. Inventar, auch nix. Home. Ja, das ist der Startbildschirm hier. Der schaut ja nett aus. Nein. Also gehen wir mal zu den Ruinen der Villa.
A lot of the preparations for the wedding have already been made.
How do you feel about that, Larry? Are you really ready to make port in the harbor of holy matrimony?
If the prophecy demands it.
That's a good enough reason for you?
Let's just not talk about it.
Would you rather talk about how you blew up the villa?
All right. I'll never push a big red button again. Where's the ladder leading down to my room again?
Naja, also so ist es dann nach der Ehe. Er geht hier nur noch bis dahin. Oh, Larry. Oh, wird gar nicht erwähnt. Big Wedding. Ah, hier. Also man soll hier einfach mal den Schnelllaufen benutzen hier.
What's wrong, Larry?
I was just thinking about Faith again.
Don't blame yourself.
I do, though.
Ja, ich glaube, das lesen wir es erstmal nicht mehr. Ich meine, das kennen wir ja alle schon. Ja. The Play Dude.
That's Faith's underwear, which was strewn all over the island in the explosion. I collected all of them. So, can I give them back to Faith as soon as possible? If she's still alive, I should at least light a candle for her. Actually, everything I need should be here in this room.
Also wir sollen hier eine Kerze anmachen. Da hat er Bilder gemalt von seiner Liebsten. Oh, da ist wieder ein Knopf, den man wieder drücken kann. Oh, das kennen wir auch noch. Das war ja nicht so gut. Da ist die Kerze.
A plain white candle.
Hier. Knopf drücken. No, very uncool. Hm?
I'm taking these. It might get dark.
Wir sollen uns mal die Kerze im Inventar anschauen.
There it is. First of all, I have to light it.
Also jetzt brauchen wir was, um das anzuzünden. Wie wär's denn mit den
There are a
Streichhölzern?
few missing, but it should be enough. Fire. Man's best friend.
And harmless in the right hands.
So, jetzt sollen wir das kombinieren.
Burn everything. Burn everything. Oh, sorry. Just talking to myself. Well, it's burning. Now I have to put it on top of the altar.
Also jetzt sollen wir die Kerze auf den Altar stellen.
Oh, Faith. I wish you were here. Okay. Time to get going. I still have a lot to prepare for the wedding.
Wait.
What?
I still have to check your progress in the sensitivity class today.
Does it have to be now?
You said yourself that you wanted to know more about how to properly interact with other people in the 21st century,
I've already learned a lot.
but not enough.
Okay. Fine.
So, how many genders are there?
Okay, genügen für jeden. 2 sind genug. Hätten wir besonders bei den XL. Pi.
Pi.
You mean me?
No, the number.
I don't even want to know how you go about defining the decimal places on agenda.
So how many are there then?
The correct answer is gender is diverse.
Okay, if you're too lazy to count.
Next question. Your best friend confides that he is suffering from depression. What do you advise him to do?
Whisky. Heiße Nacht. Frischluft.
Drink a good whiskey.
I'm gonna need one of those myself soon. And that's what you would do yourself?
No, of course not.
That's reassuring.
First, I get myself a whiskey. Then find a woman.
Enough already. Why do I even ask? The last question. For now, a colleague at work makes a sexist joke during lunch. How do you react?
Weiter essen. Oh, ich habe keinen Job. Lachen.
Exactly what joke?
A woman goes to the... I mean, it doesn't matter. I've had enough.
Did I pass?
Let me put it this way. The 21st century isn't done with you yet.
Things used to be easier.
Things didn't used to be easier. You were just more naive.
But at least back then you could say what you thought.
And just what do you think you've been doing here the whole time?
Are you done unzipping that file yet? I need a wedding app.
The encryption is proving hard to crack. It seems to contain some important data. Some kind of secret.
You haven't really been working properly ever since Faith stopped being the boss at Prune either.
That's not true.
I wonder what's happened at the company since then.
Oh, Rune Headquarters.
Hello?
Ah, sie kennen wir doch
So,
noch.
you're Nari.
Wer ist denn er?
Yes?
You know who I am, baby.
Sie steht auf
Yes.
Roleplaying.
Mr. Wang. Nice to meet you.
Uh-oh, we don't have any time for pleasantries. This Nari is not the prune that used to be. The Bill Jobs and Faith prune. This is my prune now.
Yes?
You're still working on the Cougar update for our Pythons. I want you to release it immediately because I have other work for you.
But
No buts. We have a bigger, more important project ahead of us. Miss Faith was working on a revolutionary software project, a self-learning algorithm. I need it for a product that will truly immortalize Prune. One that will make even Pythons obsolete.
she hinted that she'd cracked the algorithm, but I never saw it.
I'm under pressure, Nari. Understand?
Well,
That algorithm is sexy. We have to get it. Get it, sweet cheeks?
I'll just get back to work.
As of right now, you are the technical director here at Prune. If we can't find Faith's algorithm, our technicians will have to develop one themselves. Like yesterday. You have a free hand and unlimited resources. Do whatever you want with me.
Thanks?
Nari,
Yes?
I can't find the switch for the secret back room.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
There has to be something like that somewhere around here. A room with a heart-shaped bed that spins. With a back entrance for anyone I invite.
I'll check up on that directly with the property manager, and I'll get the Cougar update rolled out.
In my old office, all I had to do was press a button under my desk and poof, there it was. That was nice. By the time I'm done with Prune, I'll have that here too.
Da ist doch schon ein Knopf. Seltsam.
By the way, Larry,
Yeah?
if you want to remember certain things that you can't take with you, you can take photos of them instead.
Very funny. Do I look like I have a camera on me?
I have a camera.
You?
What do you think that hole on the back is for?
Well,
Forget I asked.
so you can photograph everything?
Yes. And then show it to you as if you were carrying it with you.
How practical. You could have told me that earlier. Oh, I could use it to take a picture of something pretty specific. But you need a wide-angle lens for something that size.
I have. Yes, Larry, I have to say it's too bad I don't have one of those. Phew.
Oh, I'm sure it'll work anyway.
Larry, no! Done now?
Yeah, thanks for asking.
But you might just want to take pictures of things that might be useful later.
Some items you cannot take with you, but you can take a picture of them. When you can take a photo of an object, a photo icon will appear on the cursor. Try this with the underwear. Also die kann ich nicht mitnehmen, ist ja auch eingesperrt. Und ich möchte gar nicht wissen, was für Bilder er gerade gemacht hat, für dass er seine Hose hat anscheinend aufmachen müssen. Sehr
That's Faith's
seltsam.
underwear, which was strewn all over the island in the
Ja, ja, ja,
explosion.
das hatten
I
wir.
collected all of them. So, can I...
Und jetzt?
My head's starting to spin, Pi. Isn't there some way I can keep better track of everything I have to do?
I'm glad you asked. I installed a to-do app for you.
Can't I have that timber thing again?
We decided to uninstall that app as part of your sensitivity training, for your own good.
That was a stupid idea.
Anyway, the app lists everything you still need to do for the wedding.
You can take a look at your to-do app to help keep track of your tasks. Open it via your Python menu in the bottom right corner.
And you'll be there to check off everything that's done?
Of course, whenever you finish any of your outstanding tasks, I'll show you.
Das ist also ein Questlog.
Good idea, but that won't work.
Ich wollte es mir mal anschauen.
I think I showcased the underwear perfectly.
Ja, sehr schön. So, wo ist es denn? Hier. Wedding preparations. Do it. El Ray's guitar string. El Ray can't play any wedding music without a new guitar string. Catering for the wedding. The catering for the wedding is still not sorted. Larry's wedding suit. Die hängt da drin. I need to get hold of my wedding suit. Ich habe gar nicht gewusst, dass er eine hat, aber da ist er.
That's the most beautiful wedding suit I've ever seen. This suit is freshly starched. If I pull it out through the bars, it'll be ruined.
Ich muss also die Tür aufmachen.
Looks sturdy. I'll never be able to break that open. I can wiggle my finger in there as much as I want, but neither my finger nor the lock will get anything out of it.
Brauchen wir also einen Schlüssel.
Poor Faith.
Ja, jetzt haben wir da noch eine Kerze angezündet. Brennen wir die
Big
Bude
and
nochmal ab.
red like my...
Larry,
Just what I was gonna say. Thanks, Pi. I don't want to talk about it.
are you sure you'd still rather stand?
Ja, wo wir gerade bei Nari waren. Die war ja schon ein bisschen wild.
Totally high-tech. At least it was in 1987.
Ja, wir waren damals froh, als wir so ein Ding bekommen haben. Hm?
That's my toilet, which explains why the toilet paper is hanging there.
Ja, natürlich.
I only have the magazines because of the amazing interviews.
They interview the naked women too? That's so nice of them.
Quiet, Pi.
Na, wer wird sich denn über sowas lustig machen hier?
This is where I document my progress in my sensitivity training. I think I'm sensitive enough at the moment.
Bräuchten also noch den Schlüssel. So, mal schauen. Also, was gibt's denn hier alles? Haben wir irgendwas übersehen? Ja, die Tube haben wir übersehen.
Lube, every craftsman's tried and true little helper. I always say, lube, don't leave home without it. Note to self, this is not toothpaste.
So, was haben wir noch? Das haben wir alle schon gesehen.
On my wardrobe is a little sign that says it's a Prune Incorporated Standard Cage TM. I can't open it. The padlock is kind of in the way.
Kann man doch sicher leicht knacken.
If I'm
Lipstick?
not mistaken, that was Faith's.
Dann sammeln wir das gleich mal ein.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it, but you never know.
Eben.
El Ray, the mayor of Cancum and my soon-to-be father-in-law.
Wieso hockt er jetzt hier oben?
Hola!
Hello.
Do you know where I can get the key to my clothes closet?
Ah, Larry, I've already given you the one key. The key to your destiny. I melted down the gold from the tombs of my ancestors, committed this sacrilege only to make that key out of it. A key that holds all our destinies. You still have it, right?
Natürlich.
A shark tried to bite me and I had to use it to lock its jaw.
All right. I can understand that. So, the one key is lost. The key of destiny. Born of the gold of my ancestors. Irrecoverable.
Kann ja mal
Good thing I
vorkommen.
have another one. Here.
Oh, thanks. Still mad at the gringos?
So mad. Except with you, of course, Elari. But as my son-in-law, you'll be one of us anyway. Not some gringo.
I didn't even feel gringoey anymore. I forgot what happened there at the end. Again.
Then I'll sum it up for you. Again, by some mysterious means, you were transported from the 1980s to our time. You fell in love with the boss of the technology company Prune and tried to win her favor by earning enough points in the Timber dating app. You drove the company to the brink of ruin and followed Faith here. Then, you blew up Faith's villa, and the explosion blew her out to sea on a ship. She's been missing and presumed dead ever since.
The way you tell it, I come off way too bad.
You don't even want to know what you got up to in a parallel universe.
Dann fragen wir nochmal nach der Hochzeit.
I still have a few questions about the wedding.
Yes?
Ja, was hat es mit der Prophezeiung auf sich?
What does a wedding have to do with the prophecy?
It's all in the old scriptures. They are very complicated. It takes years of work to understand them.
Oh, I was just curious. It's not like you're setting your daughter up with me just because the opportunity presented itself. Because of American citizenship or anything. No.
Oh, of course not.
Can I at least talk to your daughter once before the wedding?
No, that is strictly forbidden.
Why?
Because it's, bad luck.
For whom?
How many women got lucky by talking to you?
So, why don't we talk about something else?
Das ist irgendwas faul.
What else do I still have to do?
Well, I need to be able to play a song at the wedding, but one of the guitar strings is broken. All of the guests
Braucht die
need
überhaupt?
to be fed. You must wear your finest wedding suit. When all this has been done, we will celebrate a wedding.
Couldn't we just enter a cohabitation agreement?
Oh no, that just causes confusion with the tax classes.
Any tips for the wedding night? Is she the athletic type? Does she already know all the tricks, or will I have to explain some of them to her? Why aren't you talking?
Why are you still talking?
Tja, wenn er das nicht sagen kann.
Enough about the wedding. Catch you later, Elroy.
El Rey.
Ja, mit dem Catch You Later würde ich sagen, machen wir das doch auch so. Machen wir an dieser Stelle lieber ein kleines Päuschen und ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen und wir sehen uns das nächste Mal.